Mm. Where is it? Oh, I can just check. Hold on. Oh, I'm not logged in. That makes sense. Mm. Oh yeah, but like I see it.
We're getting ready. Anyone who has hopped in. I have no way to turn sound off, so it's just gonna be. It is what it is.
That's fine. I found what I wanted to talk about a little bit. It's really entertaining.
All right, we should be good. Let's get her started.
Sweet.
Play that intro. I should probably hit fucking record like a genius.
Good man.
Yeah, you know, you probably hit record. It's probably a good idea. All right.
Oh, I'm just watching Audacity not move.
Intro. Welcome back to the Tokyo Fresh podcast. It has been a while, but we are back.
It's been more than a while. Holy shit.
It's been a hot minute.
Fuck me, dude. How have you been? It's been like, what, 3 fucking weeks?
Yeah. God. Now that you ask me, I'm like, what the hell did I do for the last 3 weeks? And my answer is, I don't remember. Well, I mean, okay. That's not true. This last week I went to work, so like that's, you know.
It's always fun.
I'm trying to think, because, like, went to Kanazawa, and then came back, and that's kind of it. Like, it was just, like, come back and just hang out, mostly.
Honestly, yeah, dude, you know, it was same. It was cafe stuff. And then, do you know what? I was going to go to Artley.
Me
and
too.
I think...
We were both going to, and we're like, nah.
Dude, yeah. I was, like... ready to go. I was like Yaruki Mama. I was like full power, ready to go to Artley. Really excited about like seeing some boys I've not seen in a while. And I think that day, do you know what it was? I know exactly what it was. I remember now. A fucking monster project got dropped on me at like, brother, it was like maybe 3 p.m. Monster project gets dropped to me. And I'm like, this is massive. When do you need this by? Oh, end of the day. Brother, it's 3 p.m. The end of the day is now. Like 10, my core hours end at 3. The end of the day is 9. Like, what are we talking about?
Yes, I remember that. Like, you got a project, and then I was told like that night, I'm like, hey, you have to do stuff for work tomorrow, and I was like, fuck me.
Fuck. Dude, I swear. The thing is as well, like, I've been talking to a lot of people online recently. So I'm diving more into like content and stuff and doing more about like sort of my content, how to make it better. And like in doing that, it takes some like introspection. It takes like breaking down your own content, working out, why it's shit. Having people on the internet who don't know you look at your content and go, oh, it's shit because of these reasons. But you need that, you really need that in order
give
to...
you an unbiased, like they're not trying to tickle your balls, as it were.
Dude, yeah. 100%. 100%. So like I've been doing that recently, and a lot of people are talking about like working in Japan because obviously a lot of my content is Japan focused. So I have a lot of people who are like, "Oh, dude, I'm loving your channel. I've subscribed because like I like hearing interesting stories about Japan." And they're like, "Are you going to do an episode about like working in Japan?" And I really thought about it, like, "Oh, should I do like a nice 20-minute deep dive into like working in Japan in a way that kind of covers things people kind of know, with a little twist with like my own experience and such?" But I'm kind of like, that would be a conversation to have when I feel a little more untouchable. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
not a
Okay.
conversation
Yeah.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
have, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not a
Yeah.
conversation for my level.
when
Like
when
I,
your when your
mm,
company is like, at least in
hmm
your case, where your
Oh God,
company is a
yeah,
little bit more social media like forward facing,
brother, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
making a thing about like how shit it is to work at a company that is like that is maybe not the best career move.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, I was having a nice little sit down with a bunch of people talking about it though. And a lot of them are really, I would say like intrigued with like the work culture and style of Japan. It's very entertaining how, what is the word? How many sort of not dead links is the wrong word, but like how many people are working in a company, both traditional and modern, that just like don't do anything. Like it's mind blowing, dude.
Oh, they're
Like,
just like they're
mm,
just there to fill space.
yeah. Just like they're like to check Yahoo weather and print blank pieces of paper and just kind of existing in the space. Like it will blow your fucking mind. Like
I
as a
I
go on,
know that feeling because that
mm,
was me this week.
bro.
Because so there is no students at the
Oh
fucking
shit,
school,
yeah, go
but
on.
I had to come to work. But like my job is literally
Fuck's
like
sake.
doing like man to man help or like
Mm,
transcribing papers
yeah.
or like things of that nature. But if there's no fucking students, I literally show up at like 8 a.m. to my job and I'm like, cool, for the next 8 hours, I'm going to sit here because I literally have nothing to do because I have no clients. Like, literally none.
Now you know how Jet feel. Don't Jet have to do the same thing? Like they
I
have to
mean, they
go into
might.
work.
I have no idea. I mean, like when we were
Mm.
ALTs, there was definitely days like that where you had to
Oh,
show
dude,
up,
yeah.
and it's like kids are writing tests until noontime, and then they're going home. It's like, okay, well,
Why
why
am I
am I
here,
here? Like,
dude?
I mean, hey,
It,
I will
I'll
never
take it.
ever complain about
Mm.
taking a paycheck for doing nothing all day.
Oh,
That's
dude, fuck
perfectly
yeah.
fine. But it just sucks. Like there's
I,
like times where
mm,
we were because there's four of us, right?
yeah,
And we're just like in the fucking office and we're like we have a TV with like a switch there and whatever, right? Because like kids can
nice.
or like students can come in like on their off time and we'll just like play Switch with them or something, right? Like during like a break time or
Mm,
whatever when we're not
mm,
working.
mm.
Because it's there for them to use. But if they're like, hey, are you busy? Do you want to just like hang out and talk English and play? And it's like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, why
Um,
not? Yeah.
so I ended up just hooking up my laptop to the TV, and we ended up playing like Quiplash for like fucking 2 hours.
Holy shit.
Like I feel bad because I'm like, man, I really could be doing something. And
Yeah,
then I
yeah, yeah,
think to
yeah, yeah.
myself, I'm like, nah,
But like,
nah.
I mean, what could you be doing really intriguing? It reminds
No,
me of the day of
nothing.
like, oh, exactly, no, yeah, like you're not really in an environment where you could sit down and lock in to get something done. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
because I don't have a project to work on. If we had a
mm.
project to work on, like I'd be spending 8 hours to get that project done.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
exactly,
the
exactly.
start of a new semester. Nobody's here, so it's like I don't, kind of like twiddle your thumbs.
Dude, it reminds me of like the day that I was working in elementary school, and like, oh man, I think all the English teaching was either cancelled or moved or something happened, or I had a day where I was doing nothing. And I was like, yo, I have no classes today. So it's like, yo, culture, what do I do here today, basically? And he's like, you don't have any classes? And I'm like, no. And he's like, where's the ego tanto? And at this time it was me. So I was like, sir, that would be me. I'm technically the ego tanto. Like I'm doing that job currently. So
Mm.
like, what do I do here? And he's like, oh, yeah, good point. You've nothing. He's like, well, you can like, you've already like paid for lunch basically. So like, you have school lunch here. So do you want to just stay till lunchtime? And I was like, no, yeah, sounds good. Love it. It's fucking those delicious like spaghetti day. I can't miss that for the world. It's delicious. I'm waiting for my fried bread. I'm excited for it, you know? But
Mm-hmm.
what do I do until lunchtime, you know? And he's like, I mean, anything you want, really. You work on some stuff, get some stuff done. But by this stage, I'm like second year teacher. I have all my notes already. I have all my PowerPoints and slides and whatever like prepared. There's nothing to do. And I look outside the window and the fucking, because I'm in elementary school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Rokunense, like the 6 years, are out playing dodgeball. And I lean out the window and I'm like, yo, guys, you mind if I join? And everyone's like, oh, like, fuck yeah, Jordan says so, yeah. So like, I spent the entire morning just playing
Yeah,
dodgeball,
why
like
not?
various kids. Dude, it was so much fun. Like,
Like, I
I think
mean,
it was first.
that's better than doing nothing. Like, at least you're
Dude,
interacting with
yeah.
the students, right? Like,
No, yeah,
at a
exactly,
bare
exactly.
minimum.
Yeah. I think a lot. I think by the second year as well, a lot of the teachers were very down with the whole like we're gonna teach these kids English. You know, we're gonna reach these kids. So like,
Hmm.
even if I joined a lesson that had nothing to do with English, you have the teachers being like, "Oh, Jordan, how do you say catch in English?" And I'm like, "This will surprise you. It's catch. Thank you. I'm here to earn that
Yep.
paycheck." Like legitly.
I'll be here
So
all
you have like
week.
kids like, fuck off. So you have like kids screaming things in English during like dodgeball and stuff, which is brilliant.
Hmm.
Nothing's funnier than um like I don't remember if it was a kid from across the other side of the field. Kid had an arm like a cannon at that age. Absolutely insane. He cannons the ball over to like the kid on our side. This kid turns to her and just goes, Mayuki-san, Mayuki-san. She's like, yeah, hi, hi. And he just goes, watch out. And she's like, what? And the ball just fucking beams off the side of her head.
Hey, I mean, hey, he warned her.
He did. I was laughing so hard. I was like, why did you say it in English? He was like, I just wanted to say, I want to say it in English. Fucking babe. Oh, dude, that stuff like that's brilliant. Like, if you're working like a situation like that where you can get away with like doing nothing is pretty decent, but
Mm.
generally, like, man, dude, Japanese work culture needs to be improved. Like, it's so bad. Like, it's still so bad. Like, holy shit.
I mean, it's just if you have stuff to do, do it. If you don't, you don't. And like
Yeah,
sometimes
basically.
you don't. I'd prefer to have something to do, but sometimes
Mm.
sometimes you just don't. Like, I don't know.
So, are you finished then? You're not in summertime anymore? You done?
No, yeah. So it is straight. Like this is second semester. Whoever's here, like, we all. So, um, we have this last week was basically for like signups for like who's going to get the time for like the man-to-man like TOEIC prep courses.
Oh shit, that's right.
Because
Yeah.
that's like for the university students specifically who are taking the test. It's like, okay, if you sign up for the man-to-man stuff, like you have to show up every day at this time.
Oh yeah.
um
Yeah. It makes sense.
and we like I think it was like day one, hour one, spots were filling up, so we're like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
gonna be a packed semester on top of like all the other shit, because like our job doesn't end when school ends, right? Because like when like April and March, when like people are out of school,
Mm.
usually we're like running spring programs, so like we're
That's
still
right.
doing other stuff.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting.
Fuck, dude. It's fun though. I don't know. I find I don't know, any sort of interesting job in Japan is definitely better than the sort of monotony of working like a weird 9 to 5 job or just doing like the very basic run-of-the-mill AOT stuff. Like I find that
Mm.
stuff gets really boring really quickly, you
I
know?
mean, yeah. Like it depends. Like I don't know. When I was ALT, most of the time, 99.8% of the time, I was T1. So oftentimes it's
Oh,
just
same.
me
Yeah.
making all the shit. So like I
Mm.
was actually busy. Whereas I
Yeah,
feel
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
someone in the same position was probably not doing fuck all. So like you know,
I was wondering about like how hard it must be for like the basic like Japanese language teacher, especially like in elementary school. Like I feel really bad for them sometimes because I think when I joined the school, obviously I spoke Japanese. I like was very happy to be the T1. I was like, dude, I'll run all your classes. We're gonna ignore the book half the time. We're just gonna sort of run off vibes and goodwill. We're gonna find a way to make this work and teach these kids a little bit of English, you know?
mm,
And it's easy. And then the person that came after me was apparently really bad. Like,
mm,
um, to the extent where like she didn't speak any Japanese, um, and she didn't really understand like the school's like a culture,
yeah.
I would say. So she was like thrusted into this class, and they were kind of like, "Oh, cool, a new Jordan is here. Dozo, please like teach all our lessons." And she's like, "Oh, mm, not comfortable with
Not gonna
that.
happen.
Yeah, I don't want to do any of that." So all
Yeah.
the I was like talking to all the teachers, the Nijikai, because it was like this whole like leaving party thing. They invited me back to go to it basically. And then at the Nijikai, the teacher wasn't, I don't, not wasn't invited, but I
Mm-hmm.
guess it was kind of like they Otsukare summoned her. They're like, oh, Otsukare, get home safely, bye,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. They're like, all right, Jordan, are you staying out to drink more at the Nijikai? And I was like, yeah, dude, bet, of course I am. But then at the Nijikai, they were telling me like, oh yeah, dude, like this new teacher just isn't as good. Like, why doesn't she do like all these things? And I had to sit down and be like, guys, listen, that's normal. Like, you're meant to do your job. Like, it's gonna be like very whiplashy for you guys because occasionally you're gonna get a teacher like me who's gonna come in and just be like, yeah, I'll do everything. I don't care, dude. I'm
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like, what I'm saying, just have a good time. But then you're gonna get teachers who come in who maybe just don't have enough confidence or like it's their first time teaching. They have like trouble in their language. They're mostly just here, just kind of like I don't know, look at Japan and then go back home. And for those guys, like they don't give a shit. Like they're tourists, they're tourists on a long visa, basically. Like they don't care,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it depends.
mm.
Uh, uh, depends what you're coming to the country for, right? Like I think
Oh,
we talked about
100%.
this
Yeah,
plenty of times, but
yeah, yeah, yeah,
if
yeah,
you're just here for like I'm here to have fun and I need a job to stay in the country for longer than 3 months, then it's like
yeah.
yeah, okay, cool. Like that makes fucking sense to me. But
Mm.
those people also have like a very different viewpoint of like, yeah, I don't really care about this game. Like I it's like
Yeah, legitimately.
whatever, like who cares? So I
They don't give
understand
a
I
shit.
understand where they're coming from, right? Where it's like, okay, well, of course you don't care because you're basically on an extended holiday as far as you're
Yeah,
fucking concerned.
I mean, yeah, pretty much, basically. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of important. I was talking to different topic entirely the way kind of the connections in a very sort of loose kind of way.
Okay.
But I was talking to one of my friends who's living here for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're discussing like kind of like my like oh, well I guess actually our friend circle here. Like, we have a pretty big, pretty well connected friend circle, right? Like
I
we
would
all
say
mm,
so. Yeah, like it's kind of weird. Like if I don't know someone, I probably know someone who knows that person.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Typically.
Our circle is very interesting. Like there's always a way to enter a different circle. There's so many like overlapping circles in this circle that like you do feel very connected. You feel like you have a base. Like if something did go on or you needed assistance doing something, you could find someone to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Right.
it's
Yeah.
easy to do that. If you need a cameraman, I could find you 10, shit like that. It's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, like,
Uh, dude,
I have like at least three I could probably contact just in my phone, right? Like, it's be like,
dude, I'm
hey,
telling you, like,
do you need like $50 to walk around
bro.
for shooting a video, right? Like, it's like, you could.
Yeah, it's not hard, But like the group also doubles as like it's like a kind of second sort of like adopted family friend circle type thing as well. Like
Hmm.
it's kind of essential for like living in another country as a safety net.
Yeah.
And I was talking to one of my friends who lived here for a while now. I think they traveled around like quite a bit. They went to I forgot what they were when they originally came to the country, but I think they were down in Kyushu or somewhere in that like relative area.
Mm.
And then eventually, like slowly through the acceptance and moving of different jobs, ended up in Tokyo.
Hmm.
But they were so like one track focused on like coming to Tokyo, they never spent time to like sit down and build a community.
Mm.
So like they were looking at me and they're trying to like find time to hang out with me. They're like, "Oh, when are you free? Like when should we get like drinks or dinner or yada yada yada?" And I was like, "Oh, a month and a half." I was like, "In a
Mm.
month and a half, I'm definitely free. We can like hang out." They're like, "How? Why are you so busy? Like, is it work? Is it like something else?" And I was like, "Brother, I'm meeting the boys. Like, there are drinks on the books. I got to like plan for a cafe that I'm opening. I got content to make. Like, there's like a bunch of stuff I'm doing, and it kind of revolves around like obviously like things I'm doing on the side, but also like the friends I made in the country.
Yeah.
And they were telling me that like they don't have like a robust net of people to fall back on.
Yeah, of course not,
And
because
that, right,
you were fucking grinding for whatever
bro.
reason. Like you
Mm.
probably didn't have to go that hard,
No, yeah,
but here we are.
exactly. Dude, it's hard as well because I was talking to them about it because now they've kind of decided like, okay, I kind of want to live in Japan like long term. Like I probably won't leave the country anytime soon. I'm gonna be here for at least the next decade. And like, oh,
Hmm.
I need to like create this robust like friends circle. And I'm looking at this dude and I'm like, brother, yes. Like the fact that you don't have this and you're not like aggressively depressed is crazy to me, dude. Like what the fuck? Like how? Like there are guys in my circle, like people who like will drink and hang out with them like all the fucking time, and even they like will have like spouts of depression, just being like, I don't know, like I've not seen anyone in like 2.5, 3 weeks, and Japan is getting to me. You know, everyone goes through those
Hmm.
things occasionally. Like, and I was telling him like, bro, you need to make like this group like immediately. Like, it's so important to have. Like, just want to get your thoughts on that, David.
Um, yeah, it's definitely hard. I think just because of the
Mm,
way that people come into the country, you
yeah.
can have a very um I don't know how to like you can have a very weird entry point, right? Like you could be
Mm,
I think when we talked to my cousin when he was here, um if you think about the situation that he was in compared to how we came into the country, like he was up in the middle of nowhere.
oh
So
fuck, yeah, that's right.
to make a group of friends already is in that situation is hard. It's going to be more difficult to if you want to make friends who speak your own language. And then I think it's even doubly or triply hard, depending on your language ability, to make friends who don't speak your language that are Japanese and
Oh
actually
shit,
want to be
yeah.
your friend, right? So uh, it's it's also very easy to kind of get caught up in your own shit here because I feel like
100%. 100%, yeah.
even even now, ever since I moved here, like I'm a pretty, I would say, on the sliding scale of introvert extrovert, I'm like very much on the introvert side. So like I'm not going out, I'm not talking to people too often. Like my
Mm,
friend group is rather small, but
mm.
my friend group is big enough that I have like at least 5 people I could go and do something with like in the next 15 minutes, right? Like if I
Oh
called
yeah, yeah,
someone,
yeah, 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 yeah.
they'd be like, yeah, cool. Like if I'm not busy, yes, sure. Um,
Yeah, I'm down for it, dude.
but
Yeah.
I feel like
100%.
you can kind of get caught up in your own shit where you can't make those connections, or depending on where you get
Mm.
put, like anyone that you would maybe want to hang out with is like, yeah, well, it was cool having training with you in Tokyo, but I'm going to Gifu, so bye, right? Like that can happen. Um,
No, yeah, 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 yeah. Fuck, dude, you're right. Yeah.
so it
I
just
feel like
it
the
just depends, right?
no, yeah. I feel like the reverse is also true. Like I've seen people that extend themselves too far, and they create like a friend group that's way too big, and you get into a
Mm,
situation where you're like, I don't have like strong relationships with anyone in this group basically. Like I've been parts of those groups before where it's like 20, 30 people deep, and like they add me to like a big like group chat, and it's like, oh guys, we're gonna do this thing, and I'm like, who are half you people? Like
yeah,
I know like,
like I know all of you, but I don't like really like
right?
95% of you.
For me it would be like, I know all of you. Like if I see you, I'll dab you up. You're definitely my dude. Like you're my guy. I
Hmm.
know you, but like I
We
don't
will never hang out,
know.
like
Yeah, I
ever, ever.
don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like in a group scenario, I know you're my guy. I
Mm,
know who you are, dude. We're gonna hang out. But like, I will never call you one on one to hang out. And it's never a slight against them. It's
no,
just I've only known these people in the setting of a massive group. You
yeah,
know?
in
So,
the capacity of like it's some kind of a greeting. We see each other
yeah,
like once or twice a month, maybe even more than that, depending on like if friend groups overlap somewhere, right, for
yeah.
like
Basically, yeah.
another thing. But like other than that, it's like I'm never like, hey, you want to go and hang out, right? Like I think those are the friends that you need the most here. Is
Oh,
like
dude, yeah.
someone who could be like, hey, on this day, do you want to go and do something? And I feel like that's like in a lot of cases that's really hard to do with the way that groups are here. I feel a lot of groups are very segregated by their like interest, like their niche interests, and like
Oh, that's
if
true. Yeah.
if you don't aren't like really in that niche to do something together, then you're kind of always at like arm's length. Like I know you,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah,
we're
yeah,
not
yeah.
going out to go practice kendo on weekends or something, right? Like it's just like,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
but if we're kendo homies, we're always doing shit together, right?
Oh, dude,
Something like
100%. Yeah.
that.
It's so much easier to like have like weird niche hobbies as well. I know a
Yes.
boy, he likes playing, what is that fucking card game? Not Yu-Gi-Oh! Not the one that's what
Magic.
is it? What is it? No. It's a weirder one.
It's a
It came out in
weirdo one.
no. It is. It came out in the UK for a while. And
You
then
are
they
thinking
stopped.
of Duel Masters.
Yes, straight away. Yes, fucking Duel Masters. That's what he plays. It's what he does.
It's still popular here. Like I'm surprised. So like I'm playing Monster Rancher, the mobile
Let's
version,
go.
on my phone, and just last month they had a Duel Masters like crossover event, and I'm like,
Dude.
Duel Masters is still a thing? Like what the fuck?
Duel Masters is alive. What the fuck?
I like kind of like only in this country, I think, because
Yeah.
I had a friend back home who also he played Duel Masters for like a hot minute, and
Dude,
yeah,
I did.
like.
Dude, I thoroughly enjoyed Duel Masters. I found it to be a pretty fun game. But then again, I was a little nerd who liked card games. But like,
I mean,
I
I
was
like
down
card
for it.
games. My only
It
issue
was
with
good.
card games is I'm poor as shit.
Ah, yeah. See, I was bought two starter decks with Duel
Mm,
Masters, and that's all I use to play any game of Duel
fair enough.
Masters. And I'll
Okay,
have like
yeah,
right? And that
yeah.
was it. Yeah. And I'd have people being like, "Oh, you should update with this new Grand Master Flash card." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm broke.
Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm all right.
I'll stick with the cards I got and watching the anime, and I'll call it a day. I'll
Yeah.
call it a day. We'll leave it there. It was good though, like but yeah, that's like what he does. Like he plays Duel Masters and a lot of card games and such. And him and his Duel Master homies and like the card homies will go to card stores and play games there, and then like they'll do stuff after those card events.
Hmm.
And they'll invite me. They'll be like, "Oh, do you want to come play like Duel Masters?" And then we're gonna go out for drinks. And I'm like, "Can I just come to the drinks? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
is that is that possible?" And like once or twice, I have just gone out for like one or two cheeky drinks with the boys after like their game of Duel Masters. The issue is, David, and you probably know this issue.
Hmm.
When a bunch of nerds get together to play cards, they all
Yeah,
bring their cards, right?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Then when it's time to go and drink, somehow the cards are on the table, and I mean that literally.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
literally, the cards are on the fucking table, and I'm like, guys, what are we doing? Are we drinking? Are we playing Duel Masters still? Like, they're just still playing Duel Masters. You know what I mean? So I'm there, and I'm like, brother, like this
I
is.
mean, for me,
Hmm.
that kind of behavior does not fly with me because
Right,
I am a man of focus, much like John Wick, just pure will. Like if we are drinking, that is the event we are
brother.
doing. We are not doing
Yes,
anything else. We are
yes,
doing that thing. If you want to play cards, go somewhere to play cards. Like
bro.
if you still wanted to play cards, go fucking play cards. Like
Yeah,
I don't get. There's a time and place for everything, and in just my personality, I'm like,
mm,
if we're doing something, we are doing that thing.
yeah, I agree. No, I like that a lot. Like when I do occasionally attend the whole card event thingy, it is fun, but I'm always like, man, you guys just like. You really own these cards, and we're in a Toriki right now, and I'm trying to get my leader of bevies down, and none of
No,
you guys are
that's
keeping
up.
pace. You
That's
you're
up.
talking
Nope.
about shields and shit, dude. Like my boys, come on.
Nope. I
It's
can't.
cool though.
Mm,
The games are cool. Don't get me wrong. The games are fun. The games are cool. It's fun to watch them play. But I'm like,
mhm.
man, yeah. Japan is very much like you are segregated by your hobbies and also your race, but mostly your hobbies.
Yeah. I mean,
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
no, but one of those things you can control. The
That's
other
true.
one,
You can
not
control
so
your race. You
much.
can't
Yeah.
control your hobbies. Fuck, dude. Oh wait, I gotta send you this thing. So when I was a couple days ago, I want to
Hmm.
say I'm
Hmm.
gonna send you a link actually. Let me close this. I saw a very interesting story, and I didn't actually know what was happening till afterwards, but I assume that's sort of part of
The point.
the law. Yeah, the point. Let me share this. Fuck me, dude. Twitter is dog shit. Nothing works on this fucking app. Um, but our
I
good
mean,
friend Ludwig, go on.
oh, is this about him
Yes, it is. Yes,
starting
it
a Twitch
is.
channel with like zero advertisement, like just
Yep.
starting and streaming? Yeah, okay. So I
Yep.
read about this. You don't need to link it to me because I read this whole article, so
Oh,
we can just
fan
talk
fucking
about it.
tastic. I mean, I'm gonna link it anyway, but I'll link you just the Twitter thing because I loaded it. Dude, what brother, brother? Do you know how vindicated I felt when I saw this story? Holy
Yeah, well,
fucking shit.
I you know, like, you don't need the
Mm-hmm.
vindication. Like, if you're doing what we're doing right now, you fucking know.
Mm.
Like, we're streaming to literally no one. It doesn't matter, but
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
people
yeah.
listen to the audio version of this, so whatever. But
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
yeah, like, it's fucking okay. So maybe we should explain what
Go
happened,
on.
because
From the beginning. From the
we're
beginning.
gonna
Yeah.
yap about something, and people will be like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
What the fuck is going on here?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I go on.
So Ludwig, big old streamer man, he's like, he wants to do. I guess it's like, would you say it's a social experiment? I guess kind of.
In a sense,
In a
yeah. Like
sense.
the starting was basically he was on Twitch. He was meeting fans. Forgive me.
Mm-hmm.
And someone asked Ludwig, "Could you make it on Twitch if you started over, like from
If you
zero?
started,
Like
yeah, if you started today,
yeah, if you started today on Twitch and you were just doing streaming, could you make it?" And he said, "Yeah." And he was like, his biggest strength is like bouncing off the chat and
mm-hmm.
like making a grand old fun stream for the audience. And he's like, yeah, of course I could definitely make that happen.
Yeah,
So he decided he was going to create an account. So he created an account called Retired Athlete 31,
mm-hmm.
and his goal was to get one follower and one chatter,
chatter, yeah,
and that's it.
just one. Like,
Just one,
it's not 10, not 100, not
one,
5, one.
one, just one. The TLDR is hilarious. The rules were, sorry, the rules were zero followers, can't use his name, no help from
Mm-hmm.
friends, of course. Otherwise, what's the fucking point, you know? And it was hard. It was really difficult. He was streaming for I think 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And in those 5 hours, it took about 5 hours for him to get like one
One
real
person
chatter.
chatted, but he
Right?
realized it was a bot.
Yep. There we go.
So it wasn't
Yes.
even a real person.
I think he eventually spoke to some.
Yeah, yes. I think he said like it was like after like 8 hours or something.
Yeah. He spoke to someone called like I think it was Oscar and a bunch of numbers. But I believe that this person was also like a mod for someone else's community as well. So like
Mm.
it's not even a case of um he was grinding the streams and he was like working really hard, and good prevailed over evil and he made it and
Yeah.
no, it was just literally a case of just like it was just someone's mod basically. You know what I mean? Like
Whoops, I accidentally clicked on your stream.
yeah, kind of.
Because the thumbnail was Ludwig, and I was like, what's going on there? And then it was actually
Yeah.
him.
Literally so fucking silly. But there was like a lot of that going on basically. Like it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best is like a fucking understatement.
I think he's quoted like as saying, he's like, man, when there's no chat, this is the fucking worst. He's like, this
Yes.
feels awful.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah. So like I think I've got a really good TLD of the entire situation here. So basically he goes live in the just chatting and he's practicing by talking to like fake chat. So 5 minutes into his first 5 minutes into his first what's it called, a fake stream, whatever. What would you call this? His test stream
Test
or
stream
his
is
his social experiment?
sure, yeah.
We'll do that. It's easier. So 5 minutes into like his Twitch social experiment, this is when he gets his first follower. But yeah, it was just a bot. Like it was just a bot, so it meant nothing. So he was like, "Cool, I'm just gonna like nuke it. Like there's no point in being here, basically." So he did 30 minutes of streaming, zero real viewers apart from himself watching from like two adjacent accounts. And then he played Wordle
Yep.
alone.
For
That was it.
hours.
For hours. And he's quoted in saying, "I'm nothing without chat." Jokingly, of course.
I
But
mean,
he was like lonely. Yeah.
yeah.
Insane. This is the thing though, like I think he said we were discussing this before as well. I think I also said this to a lot of people who just started streaming that like Twitch discovery sucks.
Oh,
Like it's awful.
dude, like the longer I stream on Twitch and the more I like read Twitter, unfortunately, but
Oh,
the more that I read Twitter and the more that I see like the people who are big on Twitch, on Twitter, it is so very obvious that Twitch has definitely signed some kind of deal with them whoever they may be, your Hassans, your XQCs, your Pokemains, whoever, right? They've signed deals with them to be surfaced much more, like way more, and it's to the point where like you are basically undiscoverable if you are streaming to any like no one. Like it is literally goddamn near impossible. But I have found something interesting though, is that how do I put this? You can gain traction on Twitch if you approach what you're playing intelligently. Because something I've noticed is that, okay, I stream a pretty like wide range of styles of games, right? Like I'm streaming like Path of Exile, I'm streaming Street Fighter 6. Like those are like completely different communities, like an ARPG and a fucking fighting game. And recently, I think it was the last week that I was off, I started streaming Devil May Cry 5.
Nice.
So Devil May Cry 5 is like an action game, right? And I have never played it before, but it is a game that is very, at least on Twitch, it's not what I would call a quote unquote streamer game, right? Like it's a game you buy, you play yourself, and you go, wow, cool guy with sword, right? Like that's the kind of the game it is.
Sword
right?
Also gun, wow.
Yeah, exactly, right? But the thing I noticed is that streaming it multiple days, on the first day, I had 2 people show up in my chat, and they watched me play Devil May Cry for like 5 hours.
What the fuck?
And I know they were there because they were actively talking to me in chat, and it was fucking great. And the thing is that like when I streamed it the next day, they showed up again, and they showed up the day after that, right? And then the day after that, I didn't stream Devil May Cry. I streamed something else.
Yeah.
Silence. No one. Nothing. Right? So I think that the interesting thing there is that, like, depending on what you're streaming, if it's into a niche group, you will definitely find people will fucking show up and be like, yeah, cool. Someone's playing a game I like. I want to watch them play. Right?
Oh, dude, 100%. Yeah, no, 110%. Like, there are certain things I will watch. Like, I think I saw, do you know Gotcha Force from the
of
GameCube?
Course. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone was streaming that in 2025. Someone was streaming Gotcha Force. Brother, I was doing work. I was working. I was on Twitch for work. I was looking at like people we work with in the company, just like monitor what was going on, blah, 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 blah. Clicking around, I see Gotcha Force. I was like, what? Quick look. Quick 10 minutes in and out, see what he's doing, pop out. I pop in, he's fighting the Cyber Dragon. I'm like, wait, this is a good fight. I'll watch it. Then I'm checking like all the rewards and yada yada yada. And he's like, oh, I'm playing this until I unlock the Cyber Dragon, which is fucking difficult. I've never done it. In all my years, I've never unlocked this fucking this gacha. And he's like, I'm gonna play this game until I've unlocked it. I've been playing it for like 3 months and I've not got the dragon yet, and I'm just gonna keep going. Brother, I was in that room for 10 hours watching this man play Gacha Force. It was so good. I was like, yo, I'm part of this community now. It's so good. But it was like maybe 120 people in there. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Just vibing, watching Gacha Force, just watching this man like go through the gauntlet. It was great. It was a fun ass time. And I don't watch streamers. Like I barely watch anyone. I don't watch anyone live really. But I agree 100%. If you hit a community that like likes watching their games being played, like that is like the perfect niche to dive into. Even like more so if like you generally enjoy the game, because I can tell like this guy like generally enjoyed the game. He's like, I played when I was a kid. It's the same. I think it was he was using an emulator, but he still had the disc he had from like when he was growing up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
It was like that. I think it's really important to like lock into those games. So from that, are you learning to like you're gonna do more like Devil May Cry and games like that? Or
yeah, so like it kind of just came down to the fact that like I'm like I like Devil May Cry, so like why the fuck would I'm going to play it anyway, right? I think I think when I stopped playing, I was on chapter 12 out of 20, so I'm like more than halfway through the game. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep playing it, and if people show up they show
Dude,
up.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
funny though, because like whenever I stream Street Fighter 6, there's a guy from Bangladesh,
yeah.
and he will show
Jumps
up
in.
for every stream, every single one, and sometimes we'll just play together. And I'm like,
Dude,
okay, yeah, like just this random dude who speaks good English from Bangladesh is like,
dude,
hey, yo, you
fuck
want to play
yeah.
Street Fighter? And I'm like, fuck yeah, all right, let's do it. And it's
The
like,
thing is,
why
that
not?
is, dude, that is your community. So, as a man who has a very, like, I'd say very tiny. I have a very small community, and
Mm,
there are people in my community. I know their usernames, I know their faces, I know who they are. They've been following me for years. Like, there are people who listen to
mm.
this podcast who are so deep in my community. They've been following me since like Tokyo Weekend or like shit like that. Like, it's absolutely insane.
I mean,
But I
this
know,
podcast has had,
mm,
I can almost guarantee that there's someone who's listening now to
yeah.
this podcast that
Oh
has
yeah.
been here since like episode 5.
Oh,
I
100%.
can almost
Oh,
guarantee. And if
100%.
they haven't, they've been here for like at least the last 3 years.
Oh, dude, easily, easily. Like building small communities like that is honestly the only. It's one of the best ways to grow on any platform.
Mm,
Well, with anything you're doing, really, like really and truly. Um, and there is like a bunch of like, people say like growth hacking, and you can like make these types of shorts and reels and blah 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 to like get more
mm,
people to whatever whatever. And yeah, that's important. That's a very important part of the equation. But like when it comes down to it, if you don't have that core audience, the people that flock to your channel won't stay there for like
right.
the entirety. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
even my YouTube, for example, I have about 300 to 500 like dedicated viewers on my channel, right? So they will come and they'll like watch every video I put out. And about 3 to 12 of them will comment about, I don't know, something to do with the video, something they find interesting, or answer a question I asked in the video. And I'm always like super appreciative of like that my core base, that core group of people who are like showing up to like, enjoy my content basically.
Hmm.
Um and then occasionally I'll make like a video I know is going to be popular. Like I'll do a video about I don't know, a recent tourism ban that's come out, or my thoughts and feelings on like something based in Japan that's very newsworthy and recent, and like it'll blow up, a couple thousand views, which
Hmm.
is blowing up in like the level that I'm at, which is great. And it'll bring in like a wave of like different watchers and viewers and like more subscribers and blah 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 blah. But they aren't my core audience. And I
No.
know what my core audience wants to watch. So I could keep pumping out that type of content. Like I know I can. I'm sitting on completed videos that is basically that type of content. But I don't want to release that type of content week after week after week because I know it's not what my core audience wants to see. And they're the guys coming back week after week after week to watch my content. You know what I mean?
Right. So
I think that's like super
what
important.
was,
Go on.
I guess like what was like Ludwig's biggest takeaway from this? Because when I read his
Oh,
takeaway, I was like,
mm,
that's interesting, but I don't know if that would actually work.
I will
And
finish.
the
Go on.
issue is I don't think he can test that because he is a known name. It's very easy to
Yes.
make a Twitch channel and stream it like incognito, but you can't do he can't do his solution because it's
No,
literally
no, no, no.
impossible.
Let me look through it. So continuing with his this summary, I've got what was I? No viewers, early stream. Why Twitch? Oh, yeah, Twitch discovery is bad. Just chatting is too saturated. No one scrolls to zero streams. Of course not.
Hmm.
Every niche games barely help. Yeah, of course not. A niche game's a niche game. Why would playing a niche game help? Doesn't make sense. Like,
I actually think that's not true. And
go on.
because of my anecdotal evidence, right? Like
Mm.
playing niche games got me people into chat. Whereas playing
Oh yeah.
something popular, nobody showed up because they're watching someone else who is way more popular playing the same game, right? Like me streaming
Mm.
Path of Exile 2 doesn't mean shit. Like Path of Exile 2 has 42.5K viewers on Twitch right now. Nobody's
Oh yeah.
gonna fucking watch me with 0 viewers. Are you fucking kidding me? Like
The
no
thing is,
fucking
like,
way.
Half X on like popular games was like 42 point whatever thousands of views. You remember though, 42, let's say 42,000. 42,000 people are watching right now, yeah?
Yeah.
30,000 of those are watching the two biggest people doing it, and the rest, like the other like however many thousands, are watching like the top 10 below
So
them, and it
I'll
just keeps.
what is it? One,
Mm,
two, three, four, five. The top 5 streamers in that category
mm,
have 2.6K, 2.2K, 1.9K, 1.9K, 1.5K. So that's one,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about like 12,000 of that 32,000 is
See?
five people.
That's basically half the audience. And you have half what split between,
Yeah,
I guess, everyone else.
pretty much.
It's not enough. I think honestly, I think somewhere in the middle is good. I think playing a popular game, it's not gonna do well. Like what's that new game that just came out, the really popular one that
Hollow Knight.
broke?
Like
Hollow Knight.
Peter
Yeah.
right now,
Mm.
what's Peter's Premier
Premier
1?
2.
Premier 2, sorry.
Premier
Premier,
2. Sorry.
Premier 1.
Premier
Premier
1.
2. Premier 2. Peter's playing it right now, and he has 4K
Nice.
viewers. 4K.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
It's a good number.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. It's stuff like that. Like honestly, if you're, I think playing a very popular game, great, wonderful, you're gonna do well. But like, you're gonna do well if you're already popular. It's the whole rich get richer concept, you know?
Yep.
You gotta find that weird middle of the road niche game that not it's not unknown to everyone. People do it's got that fan base. It's kind of niche. People aren't like playing it all the time, but there is like a a space for you to do something in that area. Basically, I think that's like
Right,
super
yeah.
important.
I think the issue is that, like, a lot of the time, if you're playing a niche game, that the people who join for your niche game, like, they're not going to, if you play something else, they're just not going to show up because they don't care. And that's like unfortunate, but is what it is.
No, it is. It is. I mean, look at Hasanabe, for example. When Hasanabe talks about politics stuff, they swarm it. They love that shit. That's what they're there for. His audience is there to hear him talk about politics. When he plays games, it's a ghost town.
Yeah.
No one gives.
No one cares.
Hassan. No one gives a shit.
No one
cares
cares.
about him. No one does. No, it's true. He said it himself. He has said it himself. He's like, if I sit down for 10 hours and I talk about the global affairs of fucking Pakistan, people will lock in. They're like here to listen. They're here to argue. They're here to like whatever the reason they're there. If he's like time to play Path of Exile, everyone's like, fuck this shit. Then people leave.
Yeah, they don't care.
Leave.
Or
They don't give a
they
shit. They don't care.
actively get mad that you're doing something else
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not the thing.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
It's like that's the weirdest thing. It's like I'm not fucking Netflix. Like you
Dude, I
don't
know.
get to dictate what I do on my own channel. Like that's the weirdest shit.
How funny is that? Like, imagine you own your own channel. You got like a million people are tuning into what, and like you got 500,000 people screaming at you. How the fuck dare you play Path of Exile 2? We want you to play Star Wars Battlefront 3. Like, brother,
Yeah.
go and play it yourself. Like, what the fuck do you want from me, weirdo?
Yep.
Continuing down to Ludwig's trailer thought, he said, "Now I understand why people use viewbots. The logic is viewbots equals higher placement equals more visibility equals real viewers."
So
And
let's
then he
talk
says,
about
like,
that.
Go on.
I think that is a very interesting take, and I'm not surprised to find out like that people just viewbot the fuck out of their channels. Like
No, yeah.
0% surprised. And it's
I knew this.
It's so easy to detect too, but Twitch doesn't do fucking anything. So like this is a problem with Twitch as a platform, is that they are just, because they have their darlings, Twitch just does not care to police anything else, really.
Yeah, I mean, recently they did have that whole bot ban where they like banned a bunch of bots from the site and it like tanked everyone's views and stuff, which is brilliant.
Which
love to see it.
You know, you look at that and you're like, oh well, very clearly everyone and their fucking dog was botting their views. Like, are they actually popular, or like how?
Yeah.
How much is that botted, right? Like, who knows?
Surprisingly, Hasanabe not botted.
And
then
like that I'm not surprised about, but like there's
Right?
other people in, specifically I think like a lot of people in the gaming space, I'm just like,
Oh my God, yes.
when you seem like an industry plant, I'm like, you're probably view botting, because like I don't think you're that interesting, and just like suddenly out of nowhere you're getting like 50,000 fucking viewers, and it's like, I don't think so.
One of the questions I saw coming up was people were like, "Oh, who cares?" And I was like, "No, dude, who cares is a crazy state, because you got to remember now, it's not just this one guy who has like the likability of a piece of cheese is viewbotting his page.
Whoa. I like cheese.
Forgive me. Let me change that. This man with the personality of drywall. There
Thank
go.
you. Okay, there we go.
Forgive me.
How
Personality
dare
and
you
drivers for the
besmirch
streamer.
cheese?
I apologize. I forgot we're in Japan. It's a cheese desert here. Good cheese anyway. Fucking. But yeah, um, them viewboarding is bad for everyone
Hmm.
because if you got a guy viewboarding and he's like, boy, he has let's say 10,000 actual people in his community watching.
Sure.
10,000 is great. It's a good number. And he says it's not high enough. I'm gonna viewbot my thing to 30,000. And everyone goes, oh, it's fine. What's the point? The point's massive. So bigger number of people watching the stream means he commands a higher price when it comes to advertisers and
Right.
such. So
He can go to
where
those advertisers and be like, "Look,
hmm
my stream is capping out at
yes,
32,000 people."
yes.
And use that as some kind of a metric to be like, "That's why you should pay me this much money."
No, exactly, because that is literally how it works. Especially on Twitch, they're paying for conversions, but also eyes on stream,
Hmm.
eyes on the game. And if you are faking your views and you come in and you say, hey, look, I have let's say 30,000 easy, I have 30,000 people watching this stream, give me $30,000 for an hour of streaming
Hmm.
content, and the client's gonna go, I mean, we want that's the number we're looking for. We're looking for 30,000. We have a budget of 30,000. He has it. Job done. Our work is 10 times easier. We just give it to him. He does the work. We're done. Now you have smaller streamers under him, smaller mid-sized streamers who
Hmm.
could have had a piece of that pie, who could have also had access to that pot. Now they don't get it. He could have still had 10,000. Let's say he was botting 20,000. 10,000 could have been his, five for someone else, six for someone else, two
Yep.
for someone else. It actually does trickle down. And for those who are like, well, I think that doesn't matter what you think. I know I work in I literally work in the industry. This is my actual job. This is what I do. I'm telling you, this is what happens. Client has a pot, you split the pot up between talents and creators and yada yada yada. And if there's more pot left over after people's honest numbers have been given forward, you can start looking at smaller creators, smaller streamers. Like you can bargain 10 streamers together who've never done anything, like never had a client sponsorship. You can find them and be like, hey, do you want a sponsorship? You have, I don't know, 200 viewers consistently. That's great. The client has $200 left over. You
Yeah.
want in? You want in? And
Well,
that's great. It's massive, you
and
know?
here's the kind of like knock on effect of like why it matters, right? Because
Yeah.
if let's say you have like someone like Hassan who has a large group of people who are watching him that are like actually legitimate viewers, right?
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
have 10 more people who bought the fuck out of their uh
Stream,
their channels.
streams.
And
Yeah.
let's say like all of them are like their view count is about the same, right? So
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
them is legit and five of them are bad. Now, when you cut
This.
out all the view bots
Mm-hmm.
and the company goes like, "Well, we were paying all of you the same amount of money and
Yep.
now your views have tanked. Now
Mm-hmm.
I know that you're not worth what I was paying you because you're just straight up lying."
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is
Mm-hmm.
that the guy who did it legit, he
Mm-hmm.
also gets lumped in with those people because
Yes.
they can't verify whether they were botting or not, right? For them it's
Yep.
impossible because there's no metric to look at it and say like, okay, objectively you should be worth this much because of this, right? Like I just look at it as like, okay, well, if 4 out of 5 people are botting, I'm just gonna go in with the assumption that everyone is doing it because
No,
that's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
how it is,
Th-
right? So now
There's like a
I'm
very
going to offer you everyone across the board lower
a
amounts
lower.
of money.
Yep. Mm-hmm. There's supposedly a way you can work out who's botting by like going into their back end and like checking the numbers and working out like, oh look, there was an influx here and all these accounts were created at this date. That means that yeah. And it's like, yeah, I get it. I get it. From a technical perspective, from like the back end, you could work out which of these viewers are
Mm,
bots and you can erase them. You like certain streamers have something in place to just erase those bots as soon as they like join the channel.
yep.
And then others don't. Others just don't. But as a client, let me be clear. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I'm busy. It's Q2. I got a bunch of campaigns to do. You think I have time to ask you to send me a bunch of extra stats more than just like I don't have time for this shit, dude. Like I don't have time for it. Like even me, I'm a middleman in some of these deals. I don't have time for this. I don't have time to sit down and verify if your subscribers are your subscribers.
Yep.
You're making it actively harder for everything. So what in the end of the day, what happens is you just end up with people just hard pivoting just going, we're gonna do a stream because all this bot shit. We don't want to waste the money. We'll do something else.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do something else.
Yeah.
We don't know what it will be yet, but we'll do something else. So now the streamers are, you're left in the luck. You're left with an empty bag. It's silly. It's a silly situation.
Yeah. It view people who think that, oh, like, oh, well, whatever, this person view bought it, so like it doesn't affect me. It's like, no. The problem is if it's rampant enough, which very clearly looking at the statistics now is that it is, it affects everyone, right? It's the same type of thing that happened with the like adpocalypse on YouTube, right?
YouTube, yeah.
Like that was set up ostensibly by one person, but then everyone pulled out for everyone, right? So it's like, okay, well, I didn't have anything to do with whoever started the adpocalypse or whatever, right? But
doesn't matter, yeah.
The knock-on effect is still affecting you, so like you probably should care.
It's silly.
Yeah.
Continuing like Ludwig's, because it was a 5 to be fair. So the logic was viewbots, higher placement, more visibility, real viewers. Kind of, yeah. That's what's happening for a long time on Twitch, especially when it came to like people with money or industry plants or yada yada yada. I did kind of say this before, and I've been saying this for a while now. It is a lot easier to be a content creator if you're already rich. With like honestly, with all things,
well,
it's easy
you pay
to
for
do
the
anything.
bots.
You pay for the bots, you pay for the editors, you pay for the equipment, you pay for like a high tech studio and computer and yada yada.
And then your time is spent just actually streaming. Like you don't have to do any of the back end stuff, right?
Yeah. I was saying this about like YouTube as well. I was like exact same like the way that YouTube works as well. It's easier to be a YouTuber if you could have good ideas, good scripting, but you could also hire people out to do that. But once again, if you have money to do it, it's a lot easier to set yourself up in these industries. It's a whole rich gets richer situation.
I mean, yeah, Dan, that definitely makes sense. If you want to do product reviews, it's way easier if you can actually afford the products. I mean, you're not wrong, right? Like, unless you're sponsored by the company and get that thing for free, like, you're buying that stuff out of your own pocket. And then if it's garbage, you're like, well, fuck. If I don't make my money back on this video, I've literally burned money.
That's all. Like, I find product review channels for channels. So once again, I was thinking in the video that I'm in communities of like smaller creators and stuff. And some of these guys are absolutely hilarious. Like some of the shit they come out with kills me. Like a guy didn't have a channel yet, and he's like, "I'm just starting a channel," and everyone was like, "Omedetou, congratulations, sounds good, get it done." He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do product reviews," and we're like, "Ooh, okay, cool." And he's like, "Yeah, so my plan is to email companies and ask them for products for free to review on my channel." And everyone's like, "The channel? Wait, the channel you've not made yet?" Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's I
think
dude. Actually maybe you'd be surprised, but I think like
you would be.
I think like you could probably get away with at least something. Like you just email a company and be like, "Hey, I want to review your product. Can you send me a thing?" And I bet you'd probably get more hits than you would think.
You probably, do you know what it is? It only takes one person to not properly verify your channel for you to get something.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, send it to this address. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, literally.
And if shit shows up, great.
Dude, yeah, here's my address. Ship me this thing. I'll make you a dedicated video. I'll give you secondary use. Saying secondary use to a lot of companies clouds their judgment. Like, they're like, ooh, free secondary use? We can chop this up and use it for advertising? Hell yeah. Like, it works surprisingly well. Like, then you get free shit. Do you know, if I was doing product review, I'd probably do the same thing. But the funny thing was that he just hadn't made the channel yet. Like he had nothing to point to. And he's like, I'm gonna start emailing clients. We're like, why? Make the channel first. What the fuck, bro? Like, come on. It's fucking hilarious. But sorry, Ludwig. 2.5 hours into the stream, he says, this is where the quote comes in. This feels like hell. I miss my chat. Then he switched over to like One Piece card openings, added giveaway to the title. And then finally had a real chatter, and then another called Oscar. And then this guy Oscar explained why he streams. I think they had like a whole like on-stream interview thing. But Oscar was also like a streamer.
Yeah.
But he was saying like, oh, I love gaming and I want to inspire others and yada yada yada. But it does just kind of feel like I don't know who this guy Oscar is, and I obviously I don't know anything around this story.
Yeah.
But it does feel like Oscar was like, holy shit, wait a minute. That's Ludwig and he's streaming. Something's going on.
Right, yeah. Like he moused over the thumbnail on Twitch and
Yeah.
it was like Ludwig playing,
Ooh.
like doing something. You're like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, is that actually him? Like,
Yeah.
I have to imagine that's probably exactly how it went down
Oh, dude,
because
100%.
there's no way I would just like randomly click some dude's like Twitch page. Like the fact that like anyone finds me playing games to me is just like, how the fuck did you get here? Like I don't understand.
Sorcery.
Yeah,
What's
like
going on here? Yeah.
it has to be sorcery because there's no reason why you would be here to watch some fucking doofus play
Fuck yeah.
video games. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like even I'm like I'm on Twitch, but I don't watch anyone. Like I'm not like, oh yeah, what's so and so doing on Twitch today? Like that never happens, and it's like maybe just, I'm just not willing to go and find streams. Like I'll watch my friends stream,
That's it. Me too. That's it.
and but like most of the time it's like me and them are streaming at the same time. And we're playing the same game. Like I actually did a stream with my friend using Twitch's like co-stream
No
thing.
way.
And that was kind of neat.
I need to introduce you to my friend Navi. Dude. Navi is also he's streaming like that horse game.
Oh, Uma Musume?
Yeah. He's streaming that and a bunch of other stuff.
I can't with Uma Musume. I can't.
Dude. I mean, he streams other stuff as well. Like, next time we go drinking, I'll drag you out as well. I think, maybe I'll talk off stream. This. I think talents are coming to what's happening, so I can't talk about it on stream. But I'll mess you about it. But yeah, something's happening in like the next week or two. I'll try to drag you in as well. You probably meet like, I think a couple talents might be there, and also Navi's going to be there as well. So I'll put the introductions in because like he's like a small stream as well, and he's doing things so, like you guys streaming together would be like a good like thing to like lock in basically. Luddy. Yeah, but like I think the only winner of this whole like Ludwig stream thing was this guy Oscar 89110.
Kind of.
Bro lucked out because like I think he also gave this guy a shout out on like his main channel as well. So like bro's eating good.
But I mean, okay,
was like
but like what was Ludwig's like advice then, right? Because like
yes.
the advice to me is kind of like yes, but no.
So he said after 5 hours to get one chatter, here's what Ludwig learned. Grinding Twitch from zero is a waste of time. Kind of, yeah.
Yep.
Create strong momentum. Oh, sorry. Create one strong moment, clip it, spread it. Early community members are everything. Without you guys, my job would be hell. So it appears that his strategy is basically stream one entertaining segment, clip the best moments from the segment, post the clips ever in like shorts and stuff to drive traffic back to Twitch. And then, convert those into
people who watch
yeah.
you, right?
Chatters and stuff. Yeah, I mean, yes. I would say
yes, but like
yes. It's kind of something I've been saying for years as well. Twitch isn't a growth platform. You can't really grow on Twitch. The community or the sites, all the kind of social media sites have been very much entangled. You don't need TikTok to grow on YouTube, for example, but you might need to make YouTube shorts to grow on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like they've become more entangled. And when it comes to things like Twitch, I would say a good Twitch partner or a good social media network partner for Twitch is actually TikTok. Like the amount of Queso? Is that his name? The Twitch streamer, Queso?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't sure what you were referencing at first. I was like, what?
Sorry. Yeah. It's a Twitch streamer named Queso. I've never seen this man's stream in my entire life.
Me either.
I have seen so
but
many
I've
of his
seen
clips.
him on Twitch. But here's the thing:
Yes.
is like those clips on whatever did not make me go to his stream. But I guess I know who he is. So
Yes.
mission accomplished, I suppose.
Exactly. Yes, that's all you need, literally. So here's the thing though: we're not his audience. We don't watch streamers.
No.
That's the thing. But in watching his like short form content or like stuff that comes up, I'm like, oh, this guy's funny. He makes some really like entertaining stuff on TikTok. And I clicked on his page and I was like, oh, it's actually on Twitch. He's like saying chat a bunch. Cool. These are clips from his Twitch. What an entertaining Twitch streamer. I'm not gonna watch this because I don't watch Twitch, but If he has a clips channel, if there's something on YouTube, he has like dedicated full videos. Cool, I'll watch those.
Hmm.
Maybe, you know? But just having that on my radar is more than I would say 99% of smaller streamers who are just streaming to an audience, you know?
Right.
I don't know who you guys are. Like, but if you clip some shit and you post it,
Hmm.
that's it. That's really neat, especially on TikTok. TikTok's a weird like volume platform.
Hmm.
Sites like YouTube and Instagram, if you post like 20 videos, like 20 short form content things, it's gonna be pissed. It's gonna be, what the fuck are you doing, bro? 20? TikTok, on the other hand, are like, fuck yeah, dude. Post 20 more. Hell yeah, brother. Like, TikTok loves that shit. You can post 5 a day, and TikTok won't give a shit. It will love it. But stuff like
Correct
that.
me if
Like,
I'm wrong, but
go on.
shorts have dog water god awful conversion.
What are you converting them
May
into?
Yeah, I like. Are you people watching the full video on YouTube, or like it depends on what you want them to convert to.
Yeah.
But I think 99% of short form content has bad conversion unless it goes viral, in
So,
which case then that's
yeah.
kind of where the conversion goes, but like that's kind of what
Well,
you want anyway, so
yes, it is. The thing is, you're misunderstanding what someone uses shorts for. Shorts aren't for conversions. That's not what they're here for. Shorts are just to get your name out there. Shorts are for I say this to clients as well. Like they'll say things like, "Oh, we want a short form content with talent X, and we want to put the link here and do this." And I always gonna say like, "You're not gonna get many conversions from this short. This short's gonna get 4 million fucking views. I guarantee it, because this is a massively popular streamer, talent, yada yada yada. But the conversions aren't gonna be as high.
no.
But 4 million people will now know of your brand. This is what I'm saying. Like it's about awareness campaigns. There are awareness campaigns. There are conversion campaigns.
So
Shorts are all awareness campaigns. They're not conversion
So
campaigns,
here's
basically.
actually I think this is like a contemporary perfect example of this.
Go on.
So do you know Chet?
I fucking love chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
So
like, oh.
I think this is a perfect example. Chet started from literally zero, like literally nothing,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But they would post the shorts, and they're like
Yep.
long enough now. They're like 2 or 3 minutes, right? And like a full episode is like what, 5? So like it's like a
Yeah.
majority of an episode, but they're putting they're putting the good stuff in that short, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so many people have seen it now that it's got traction. It's episodic. It
Yep.
helps that it's also like mostly funny.
Mm, mm, mm.
But like I think that putting most of it as shorts is
Mm.
just like that's the best thing they could have done, right?
Yes. 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think if
If
you had
you
released that as a long form video and just let it do
not
its
watching
thing,
it.
no one would have watched it.
I'm not watching it. No, I'm not watching it. Like, if you release a 10-minute video, 5-minute video, someone would send that to me and be like, "Yo, check this out." I'd be like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll do that," and I never will. I'm not watching this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit down and watch a 5-minute comedy thing. And even if I watch one, I'm not gonna be like, "Haha, funny, I'll subscribe." I'm not gonna do it. However, on TikTok, 30-second haha funny video comes up, and I'm like, "Haha, very funny," and TikTok goes, "He said haha, very funny. Send him another."
Mm-hmm.
Send him another. And they send me another, and I go, "I remember this guy from the first video. It was pretty haha funny. I'll stay and I'll watch."
Right.
And they go, "He's staying to watch." And they send you another, and they send you another. Now I'm subscribed to those boys because they're
Mm-hmm.
entertaining concepts and I like the videos. That's what it's a big awareness campaign, and it works. And it just works, okay? It just
It
works.
just
It
works.
does. It does. Like there's no way about it. There's no way around it. There's
Yep.
no denying it. It just works. Like I'm spending my evenings and weekends clipping channels into short form content so I can do like mass campaigns of like short form stuff like later on down in like a month or two when I have more time. Like because it works. It what? It just does,
Mm-hmm.
you know? There's nothing else to say about it, really and truly.
And I mean,
But yeah.
like that's how we probably have to do it. It's just I
Oh yeah.
think that it's it's the want to do it. I think you have to be consistent about it, right? Like
You do.
if it's short form stuff, you have to be consistently
Yes.
putting out short form stuff. If
You do.
you
Yeah. You have to.
don't, like, you lose that traction. And like I don't think this is
You do.
anything crazy that we've talked about. I think we've like talked
No.
about
No.
this
No.
kind of ad nauseum. But it is
No.
interesting that someone like Ludwig, who is a much bigger creator,
Mm.
like he's going into Twitch the exact same way that I am, per se, right? And he's
Yeah.
like, "Yo, this fucking
Yo,
sucks."
this
And
shit
it's like, "Yeah,
sucks.
yeah." It's like, "Yeah, I know it sucks." Like, and that's the thing. Those people. This also lends credence to my like, big streamers are detached from the reality of what they're
They
actually
are.
doing.
Yeah. Of course they are. 100% they are, dude. Yeah. Like the reality of streaming is it is a very difficult media platform for someone to grow on organically, and it's
Mm-hmm.
even more difficult for someone to like hold a substantial amount of following on. It's like it's like when people say to me like, "Oh, I want to be a streamer." I'm like, "Great. I hope you're really good at like clipping content and making short form content and like I hope your
Great,
idea
that's
of
gonna
like
be what you're not doing.
right? This is what I mean. I'm like, because I get, I don't know, especially like being part of this like small like YouTuber community as well. I realize that the knowledge that I possess working in this industry so long feels like secret knowledge. And then, especially on this podcast, I'll share the knowledge. I'm like, guys, if you do this, this will happen. And people are like, nah, I can't believe that. And I'm like, guys, listen, mhm, I'm literally sharing with you this knowledge. For example, I'll put it this way. 2 weeks ago, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this guy posts this screenshot of his YouTube analytics.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who don't know, to get monetization on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And those watch hours have to be from long form videos. If you're doing mostly short form, you need
Like
3
it's like
million.
bajillion views. Like it's like
Yeah,
an actual insane number.
yeah. You need like 3 million views. And then for full monetization, you need 10 million views in 90 days, basically.
Hmm.
Like that is what you need. And he posts and he's like, "Oh, guys, look, I've got 4,000 watch hours, but YouTube isn't letting me press the button. They're not letting me claim my monetization." And I comment and I'm like, "Sir, are you it looks like you're short form content. The hours thing is only for long form. If you clicked on your analytics and you scroll down, it actually says there." Bro replied with cheek. He replied with like, "No. What? No. Actually," he's like, "Actually, you'll find they both count." He's like, "Actually, I once thought the same thing. And then I started making shorts and my watch hours, they went up. So, they both count." And I'm like, uh, th hmm? And I was typing like, this is my job. What the Then I realized, oh, they just don't want to learn. The cope is strong with these people. Ignore it. So I did. So I replied and I was like, well, I don't think that's the case, but you do you, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And a week later, he's like, "Oh yeah, turns out you were right. I
Weird.
emailed weird." He's like, "I emailed YouTube," and I was like, "Weird. Why'd you do that? You could have just scrolled down, but you do you, you know? You do you." And that's what it says. It's the whole lead a horse to water, can't make him drink type thing. Like you can tell people till the cows come home, like you want to be a streamer, you need to do X, Y, and Z. But people don't want to walk that path. It's harder, it's more difficult. They want to take the path of least resistance and assume eventually it's going to lead to like I don't know, fucking fame or One
Mm.
Piece or whatever. I don't know, but like that's how it works. It's a grind, and anyone who's gone from zero to monetization on any social media platform realize like it is a grind. It is exhausting. It is
Yep.
like a lot of like work basically. But seeing bigger streamers come off their pedestals to also try to
just
stream
just straight up admit like, yeah, you guys
shit.
have shit stacked
Yeah.
against you. Like shit's
Oh
fucked.
yeah. That makes me happy. It's very vindicating to be like, yeah, look, guys. Even Big Man Jones himself is saying like
Yep.
this shit is difficult because it is. It is. I don't know. What was your take on this? Do you also feel like you're gonna start like rocking in to do
Um,
like short form content or
I mean, the reality of it is like I just don't have the time
right? I
to.
feel you, dude.
I don't have the time to stream enough to make it worth my time.
Dude, I feel you.
Like I'm thinking about it. If I'm going to work, I can't do anything in the morning.
Mm,
I get home at like 7:30.
Dude,
I'm
fuck
cooking
yeah.
till at least 8:30, spend time with the
Yep.
wife. Now it's like
Yep.
9 or 10, and it's like, okay,
Dude.
well, I could stream from 10 to midnight.
10 to midnight.
And if I'm streaming, I'm not working on making that into short form content. So it's just like,
Right?
it's like, when do I do it? And then I have this podcast on Saturdays. I have my
Mm-hmm.
other
Mm-hmm.
podcast on Saturdays.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
leaves Sunday the only day of the week that I could possibly stream for longer than 2 hours. And
Exactly.
I'm like, is that a good use of my time?
Mm.
Because
Mm.
that's going to be my only day that's free to do anything
Anything.
really,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And like sometimes sometimes you come home from work, right? Like if
Mm.
you're going to stream or do something, right? Sometimes you come home from work and like you just don't want to be on, right? Because I feel like if
Brother.
you're streaming,
Yes.
you have to be on.
You have to
Like
be on. You have to be on.
if
Yeah.
no one's, because if even if no one's in the chat, right? Like if you're gonna make it into short form content, you
Mm.
still have to be like, yeah, I'm
You
in
gotta be
it.
on.
Like you could just
Yeah.
like pretend chat's not fucking there, and it's so weird to be like, yeah, I'm getting hyped by myself. Like that shit is fucking weird, right?
Yeah. 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 No, you're right. You're
But
right.
they're like, oh yeah, this person looks fun to watch, right?
Mm.
But it's just you fucking trying to aura farm and make hype moments for yourself in your fucking side bedroom, and you look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, what is it? What is it? Was it successes? Something about embarrassment, saying. I forgot what it was. I had a very interesting saying that it kind of boils down to basically if you want to be successful, you kind of have to like do a little ego death and sort of like make
Yeah,
a fool of yourself
yes,
in a sense.
you have to
Yeah.
just like take your id and just be like, okay, it's gone now. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the next 2 hours, I'm the entertainment man.
Basically, yeah, you kind of gotta like put that aside for like I don't know, however long you're gonna put it aside for in order
Yep.
to like try to claim some like monocule of success. Because once you are successful, you're no longer the silly boy. You're now like a suave genius for
Right.
doing the
And
smart
and
thing,
na- and
right?
now you actually have to like. The funny thing is like starting out, you're entertaining no one to try and get
Yeah.
people to entertain. Then when you have
Yes.
people to entertain, you have to actually entertain those people. And if you aren't actually as entertaining as your clips
Entertaining,
are,
yeah.
then you're gonna have a different problem.
Dude, fuck yeah. It's so true. Then it's off to the bot farms.
Yeah, basically, yeah, exactly, right? Like sometimes I'll just be like playing a game, and I'm just playing it, and I'm just like, like I don't have any
Dude, yeah.
comment. Like it's so weird to just have commentary on like what's going on in the stream in like just this stream of consciousness like nonstop.
Dude.
Like I'm like, yo, sometimes like there's cutscenes and people are fucking talking, and I just want to watch the fucking cutscene without
Dude,
giving
yeah.
my dipshit ass commentary the entire time, right?
It's like thing I bought fucking Hogwarts Legacy was on sale
Uh oh,
like a week or
canceled,
2 weeks ago.
canceled,
Oh,
transphobe,
dude,
canceled.
can't count to me if I don't care.
Fair enough.
No, I wanted to go. It was like 1,000 yen. I was like, yo, dude, fuck yeah, down from 9,000 to 1,000. Yeah, I'll take that. So I grabbed it. I was like giving it a little dabble over like the last few days, and I was like, bro, if I because I was thinking like, what a weird game to stream. And I'm playing the game, and I'm like, if I was playing this game and streaming, I would not be able to give commentary about this other than being like commenting all the characters' names, being like, "Oh, this person's name isn't racist. Guess J.K. Rowling didn't have a hand in this game after all." You know,
Right,
like
right.
it's not like like what the fuck. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think the way I play games also isn't really good for streaming. I kind of play games like in the few moments I have time to play them. So I'll be like, "Oh, I have an hour. Yeah, I'll throw in a game for a little bit," but I don't want to like turn on. As you were saying, I don't want to like be on to playing a game. I just want to kind of sit down, maybe crack a beer, and just like smash an hour of a game and then call it a day, you know?
Right,
I don't
yeah.
God your
Like
force and call it it.
it's having like I think I can do that if I really need to, but my
Oh yeah,
issue is like I want people there, right? Like I want someone
100%, yeah.
to entertain in the chat. Like that is like it's
mm.
it's like Ludwig said, he's like, I am nothing without chat, right? Like if you don't have anyone to bounce anything off, and it's the same thing with like doing this podcast. Like I've literally, because we've moved to a bi-weekly like schedule as well as we can, but like, the circumstances
My
are what
bad.
they
That
are.
was me. That was me. That was me.
Nah,
My bad. My bad.
like other stuff takes precedent,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah. My bad.
But I was like, maybe I should just like do a solo podcast, and
It's
I'm like,
harder, but
that would be fucking awful. Like, I'm like,
dude, yeah.
like, I could spend more time on it because I would just have like 100% like creative freedom to record and do and talk about whatever the fuck I wanted to, and I could spend as long as I wanted to on editing it. I think this podcast specifically is like, we don't want to edit because it is kind of off the top of our heads, like stream of consciousness type thing, and that's why people like the show.
Enjoy the roller
if it was
coaster ride.
yeah, exactly. If it was like overly edited, I think it would be like significantly worse. And I know that there are people out there who like, I see this on on like Reddit, or people talking about like podcasts, like, oh, if the podcast doesn't like hook me in the first like 5 microseconds, I just fucking tune out. And I'm like,
I've seen that.
The fucking worst piece of shit, and nobody likes you,
bro. Holy fuck. He's so broken. I listened to the first 5 seconds. The theme music went bum bum bum. I needed to go tisk tisk bum bum. I blocked them immediately and called a bomb threat. I don't know.
Yeah,
But it's a lot of nonsense, honestly.
Yeah,
fucking ridiculous. But that's fine. Don't worry about it. We're back to a bi-weekly schedule. Position. We're back to a bi-weekly schedule either way, though, so that's good. But yeah, I think what you were actually discussing does sound more like a YouTube video. To be fair, like a well polished podcast that's well edited. Just make a YouTube video.
I think.
Immediately.
I mean, yes, but I like just the straight audio side of things. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
But there's something like, do you ever like listen to a radio program or like just the radio in general, and like you hear someone, maybe like, I don't know, like the fucking radio DJ or whatever, and you just go, I wonder what they look like. But if you ever saw them, you'd be like, now I don't want to listen to the radio anymore.
No, yeah, it'll ruin it. No, I've been there. I've actually been there.
That's kind of like the reason why I like it. That there's like there's kind of like this mystique about it that I love. That just with like a YouTube video, it's like, oh, another white guy has an opinion on the internet. Cool, okay, and then like, you just move on. Right?
Good point. Yeah.
Right.
Good point. Yeah, no, I say exactly what you're saying. Yeah, no, a well-crafted like radio show style podcast about whatever, it does sound like very fun. Like, I think there's a really interesting lore one friend Sean was like telling me about, and it just dives into like World of Warcraft lore. And it's just like one guy talking about lore.
I mean that's like, there is YouTube and like YouTube videos of people who do like lore dump type things.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Those. And one of the there's like 2 that I really love. One that talks about BattleTech, and I love. I could definitely listen to it, and I have listened to it as just like kind of like a podcast, like just listening to the audio, because the way that it's delivered is really interesting. I talked about this like ages ago. We had an episode where I talked about it a little bit. I think it's probably like a year ago now. But the conceit of the whole thing is that he's like giving the lore dump as a character in universe.
Yes, I remember you thinking about this. Yeah.
And I think that's such an interesting concept, right? But it doesn't work if you want to talk about literally anything else outside of that thing, right? So you're like, well, if I've exhausted all my ideas about lore, that's all she wrote, I guess. And if it's about something that like is not getting written about anymore, like if I'm like, oh yeah, I would love to do more about the lore of, I don't know, like fucking the lore of Dark Souls 1. It's like they're not making any Dark Souls 1 lore. Like that's just done. So like that well is gonna dry up eventually. Like you can't just circle back to the same topics over and over again.
No, yeah,
right?
exactly, yeah. There's like 15 videos here, and then we're kind of wrapping it up. We're done.
Why
great miniseries though.
why is this undead placed at exactly this part on the Undeadburg Bridge? Like, like you start making videos like that, and then it's like,
No,
what the
yeah,
fuck is
exactly,
this?
yeah. Fuck, that's insane. But dude, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm generally glad that Ludwig did dive into it. It's fun to like definitely hear
Well,
the
it's
buzz.
good that
Oof.
like it got some kind of attention because I think it
Oh
brings
yeah.
that kind of like problem kind of to the forefront
Mm.
again when it's like, look, like he fucking tried and he can't do it. So what fucking chance do I have?
I would say I think my final thoughts on the entire thing, 'cause I think I'm being buzzed to come and help with something. But yeah,
It's
I
fair
think my
enough.
final thoughts on the entire thing is like, um, when it comes to like the entire Ludwig situation, like there are two things I hope happens. Like one is obviously from like a Twitch perspective. I would love Twitch to dive in and be like, okay, we've fucked this up. Let's do something similar to what YouTube has done, where we can make like smaller creators a little more visible, you know? And then the second thing is, since Ludwig is such like a massive streamer and he's come on to be like, hey, listen, this is kind of impossible. I've tried, it doesn't work. Like, it wasn't possible for me to do. I hope like some of his audience, the people who read the story, go, oh yeah, shit, yeah. I'm spending all my time watching big streamer John, and I should be like, diving down in the just chatting scroller thing and trying to
Right.
see like if there's any other smaller, more like smaller creators
Like
who are doing entertaining content,
it's very easy for Twitch, right? Because like
Mm.
they have at the top of the Twitch page, they
Yeah.
have like that like kind of like carousel thing of like people who are streaming, right? And
Yes.
that's people with like a
Yeah, yeah,
shitload
yeah,
of
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Why do you not have one of those for it's like here's people who are streaming that have under 10 viewers?
Dude, it's that easy. It'd be so simple as well. Like, what the fuck? Like, YouTube can do
Like
it.
that's
Like, oh,
not hard, right?
no, it's
Like
not.
it's you have the technology to find out who's the highest streamer. So you very
Mm.
clearly have the technology to find out anyone that's under 10 or 0.
Yeah. Even smallish board, like, oh, these streamers are like have 10 to 20 viewers. Check these out. Or these guys have 1 to 10. Check these guys out. This person have just logged in. They have 0 viewers. Go check them out. Like, it's not difficult, and you
Right.
can like adjust it as well. Like, it's not hard.
Have you
I
guys
don't know.
seen the new hype feature on YouTube? What the fuck is that?
Yes. So this is like I want to discuss like next week or the week after when we dive
Okay,
into it
yeah,
because
okay,
it's
we should talk about it then at
no,
that time.
it's like just come out, and I don't know.
You don't know
I've
how to
yet to
feel
play
about
with
it.
it. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I've not played with it enough to like make any like concrete decisions on it. So I decided to ignore it for the time being and talk about it in like next week or the week after when we dive in again. But
Mm.
I think by then we'll have a little more concrete understanding of the feature. But look it up, David. It's weird.
Where like I'm on YouTube right now. Like where is this feature? Where am I hype? Where am I getting hype?
Where do I hype? How do I
Yeah.
even hold on? Hype feature.
Can I hype myself? Can I self hype?
How do I hype? God, it's news feature for small channels. I'll send you this link so you can get it as well. It's the most ridiculous thing. Anyway, all right. I got a hungry mouth and supposedly meant to be feeding. I'm gonna go and do that. But
All right.
yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave you then. Dad, I'll probably see you next week if you're coming to the opening. I'll see you then. If not, I'll
Yeah,
probably see you.
I
Hell yeah,
see that
brother.
you've put the address
I did.
in the Discord. It's actually there this time. So if people who are
It
listening are
is.
like,
Sorry.
"Where dat?" Now you know.
Sorry. I said I would do it and then I didn't do it. This is very it's a very classic Jordan thing. Forgive me. But yeah, it is in the chat. It's in the general chat. It's
I'll
day
pin
off
it
coffee.
right now so that
Appreciate it.
people can
Yeah, 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 yeah. Go on,
find
go
it.
and follow the Instagram. Go. The cafe's called Day of Coffee. It's dayoff.coffee.cafe on Instagram. And then the address is like it's basically like if you type like Nishan Cafe, you'll find it. But the address is basically that's all in Japanese. Just copy and paste it. It's pretty easy. If you have any troubles, give me a ping. I'll see it when I see
And
it.
that
And
is
then
on Sunday
the
the
14th of
13th.
September. So next
Oh, 14th. Sorry, yes.
14th,
14th.
14th, yeah. 14th September, next week Sunday, we're doing a little pre-open. So we're gonna be like throwing out all of the dishes, selling them for like basically at cost. So yeah, at cost, so like very affordable pricing. Um, and that's kind of it. We need feedback and photos and a test run, and that's kind of it. Oh, we'll have beer as well. We're partnering with a Miyazaki brewery.
Ooh.
Let's go. So it's gonna be bevs. We got a bunch of stuff coming out, but yeah, we might also I don't. This is more of an offline conversation, but there's like a whole bunch of other like plans we're doing for the space as well, like like meet events and like bar stuff and yada yada yada. But we'll get there eventually. There's very very baby steps, very very small baby steps. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave you there. I'll see you guys next week, or I'm seeing next week. And if not, I'll see you when I see you. David, I'll see you next week.
Yes.
Sick. All right, boys.
All right,
We'll hit
we'll hit the
cook
stinger
again.
and
Yeah.
say goodbye.
I love you, leave you boys. See you next week.
Bye
Or the
bye.
week after. Bye.
Bye bye. Sorry, I just made sure to deafen my audio so it would play
You're
the
good.
outro nicely here, and
I
then
was gonna say, I was being very quiet.
forgot to pick the correct fucking thing, so it just went back to my face again. So I'm sitting there waiting for the music to go away.